Dear friends of Berlin Mission, dear sisters and brothers worldwide, these are my last Easter greetings because I'm going to go into retirement shortly. But this time I don't want to just focus on Easter. I also want to focus on Holy Week before, because the suffering of the Holy Week has got a lot to do with Easter. And the reason for this is that I found the following verse in the book of Revelation, in the 5th chapter, the 13th verse. And it said there, "And I heard every creature in heaven and on earth and under the earth and in the sea and all therein, saying, to him who sits upon the throne and to the Lamb be blessing and honor and glory and might forever and ever." Now this, when you take it out of context, may be a little bit difficult for people who hear this verse for the first time. So basically this is about Christ as the Lamb who suffered like a lamb, and about God, and about people who suffered a lot at the end of days, praising God in a loud chorus. And it speaks both of the suffering and it also speaks of eternity. And I know people do have problems with suffering. I had a lady in my parish who used to come to church, and when Good Friday approached, she would say, "Well, Herr Theilemann, I will not attend service on Good Friday because I have a problem with that day. It's just so drab and so dark and all that suffering. I cannot stand this." But I always thought, and I told her so, that of course suffering is inextricably linked up with love. It doesn't normally occur to us that love has a lot to do with suffering. If I don't know whether this lady will say yes to my love, I will suffer beforehand. When I have to say goodbye to her, I will suffer afterwards, and sometimes I might even suffer in between. But love always has to deal with suffering. And the suffering of Christ on Good Friday is the moment when God goes down to visit hell, when God suffers for us, when you can meet the suffering God. That is the place where all our suffering is, as it were, taken up into a higher world. And so, if you find this verse a little bit difficult, let me remind you of our great musicians, Bach, Handel, Jan van Eyck in the altar at Ghent in Belgium, where they expound this verse in glorious music. I don't know whether anything apart from the Christmas story has ever brought so wonderful music to light like this one. Handel, "Worthy is the Lamb," Bach in the first chorus in the St. Matthew's Passion, Jan van Eyck painting the Lamb when everybody worships the Lamb. My hope for you is that for you this Easter, with all the suffering in the world, you will bring together the love of God and the suffering of God, so that it encourages you to go on. Have a happy Easter. Thank you.